at least at this point, and I don't want to jinx myself, she's not biting me or anything, because there's some that are nasty, mean. But see, I want to know, when I go back here, is he going to try to kick? Because I'm okay for him to be nervous, I'm okay for him to run away, but if he's a kicker... Hey guys, Alan here. Those of you that watched a couple videos ago, this is just a continuation of that day. So it's actually Halloween day, but you'll watch this probably almost a week later. But now that I have a halter on Cash, I'm gonna just start desensitizing him and messing with him a little bit. And maybe I'll go show you the little filly that we call Diamond. And anyway, we're just gonna take you along to have a little fun with these rescue horses. Now, I honestly wish I would have just got one at a time. So if one of these could go to a good home right away and you could make it your project, that'd be great. Just because the days are getting shorter and my time's limited. So I may keep one of them through the winter, but I don't think I want to keep both of them through the winter. So anyway, let's mess with Cash. All right, so I caught him and tied him up, and I was able to do that without roping him or putting him in a chute. It just took some quiet, slow movement. Now, I will tell you, when he's tied here and he's doing okay, but he gets skittish of quick movements. And those of you that have been around Amory's channel, you've watched her crazy dance. Come on. I actually want to put some pressure on him. There you go, good. As he moves his butt away from me, I took off the pressure. So I'm just messing with him for a little bit. There's so many ways to do it. I'm just gonna love on him. I'm gonna maybe go get, oops, see, when I move my hand quickly, he pulls back. Now I want him to know that, see, that didn't hurt, there you go. But I'm gonna maybe go get something to kind of desensitize him with, and we're just gonna mess around with him for a little bit. As I was leaving the corral, I realized I have a rope right here, and that will be as good as anything to desensitize him with for a little bit. See, he's probably been roped, but he needs to learn that the rope's not your enemy. See, so he's pulling back, but it's okay. Oh, there you go. It's not gonna hurt you. You're gonna learn that I won't do anything that'll hurt you. And once you learn that, then we're gonna be in great shape. See, there you go. So I'm gonna move the camera back and we're just gonna mess with it for a little while and you can watch. He's doing really good. See, if I walk up to him with the rope now, look at that. I walked right up and put it on his nose. He flinches a little bit, but he's doing so good. Huh? Way to go, Cash. You've done good. And then if I take my hat off, I'm not gonna swing it at him like I'm gonna hit him. That's not the purpose. But if someone's on his back and their hat flies off, you don't want there to be an accident. So all these things are just a means of getting them gentle. You want them to learn that, hey, when this guy's around me, nothing hurts. Everything feels good. Even when his hat scratches me, it feels good. We want him to know that life is good when he's around humans. I'm gonna love on him, be his friend. See, look, I'm rubbing behind his ears. He's like, whoa, this feels kind of good. Huh? How are you, boy? Now, I don't know if he'll kick or not. So I don't want to find out without testing some things. So right now, I like that he's learning to be tied. But like when I come around him, I don't want to walk up to his butt. So I'm gonna put a little pressure. There you go. Then when he moves his butt, I took the pressure off. The pressure was just me I waved my hand a little bit and I made a little noise, that's all. It wasn't like it was harsh pressure. Let's try it again. So if I'm coming up to his butt, I don't want to be at his butt. There you go. I took the pressure off when you turned and faced me. And this is already teaching them some things that would help when lunging or when doing round pin work. There's so many ways to start a colt. There's not one right way. There's a lot of good ways though. If you want to go watch Amory's channel, she has a lot of good ways to start a colt. Which reminds me, right now would be the time to go check out how's Kix doing. Kix we're trying to sell him on an online auction, horsebid.com, and you can go check it out and you can see how he's doing. Please share that with people. Please tell people that Kix is for sale. Please go look at the pictures. Let's really get him noticed, because Amory has done an amazing job with him, and we want to try. We want to see how we can do with this online auction with a baby that just had a month's worth of training. How much does that increase the value of a baby? Those of you that have been watching her channel know that Kix can do all kinds of cool stuff now. Again, I'm gonna good boy. I like training them to move away for a lot of reasons. If I'm coming up behind his butt and he spooks, and a lot of times when they spook when they're tied, they pull backwards. Well, that would put him right in my lap. I don't want that. So go. See, and there you go. He spooked, but at least his butt was away from me. But that's okay. I'm just teaching him. And I was actually exaggerating it to kind of show you. But let's do this again. Come on. Good. There you go. Now when I walk up to him, I'm walking up to his face, not his butt. Well, guys, that little scrape is gonna heal over no problem. It's just a little bit of hair missing. But how do you think Cash is done today? And those of you that have watched Amory's channel, what do you think of Amory? I think she's pretty awesome. And I can't wait to see how Kix does on horsebid.com. And by the time we put this video up, hopefully the sale will be active for kicks. It's active for I think 10 days, and then after that it's over. So if you want to bid on kicks, get on there, put in a bid, start the bid. Doesn't hurt to start it, see where it ends. And anyway, and tell me how you think, what you think of Cash. He's kind of a cool little guy. Yes, you are. You're kind of a cool little guy. Our other rescue is Diamond down here, and she's a lot more skittish than Cash at this point, but she's coming around. I just have not had time to mess with her. I just have her dragging this halter and lead rope, well, dragging the lead rope, because then she steps on it and she learns some restraint. She is calming down. She's got that big pretty diamond on her forehead, so she's a diamond in the rough and has a diamond to prove it. So I don't know if I'm gonna have time. I've got to go clean out the horse trailer. Again, you guys are watching this way after Halloween, but those of you that watched a few videos ago remember that I needed to clean out the trailer so that it was ready for the Halloween carnival tonight at the school. Now I'd love to get a hold of this rope, but I don't want to get drug or burn my hands. Oops, I got close, but anyway, I don't know if I'll have time to catch her and mess with her right now or not. I would like to actually just tie her for a while, because that would really teach her some restraint. But I don't know that I can get close enough to the rope at this point without getting her in to a more confined area. So again, some people have been very critical of Amory and myself when we let colts drag halters, but you don't understand. When they're wild and you can't catch them, it's more humane to let them drag a halter and learn some restraint on their own than it is to have to rope them the way they used to do it in the olden days. Or even now, I have to drive them to a chute, because you can't just walk up to a wild horse. So, but she's definitely, I mean, I'm within 3 feet of her, but see, she's stepping on her lead rope, which is good, because look, she's pulling back on herself. This is crazy that I'm able to get this close, really. She's come a long way. When I first got her, she was like a wild deer. I mean, she would take off. So I'm getting close. And so the goal is to take the halter and lead rope off. Salt doesn't like Diamond. But anyway, isn't Diamond pretty? She's gonna be a beautiful mare, and I think she will calm down quickly. But right now, unless I can somehow get a hold of that lead rope, it would take a lot of work to get her to a confined area so I could then grab the lead rope. So see, right now the way she's moving, it's hard because that lead rope goes back through her legs, and I'm not gonna reach back here to grab it. I'd get my head kicked off. But that's okay. Like I say, she's learning life lessons just by herself, because she steps on the lead rope, and she's learning to get along with these donkeys, and there's just a lot of good stuff happening. Whether it's me that's causing it to happen or not, there's just some good things happening. So I keep trying to get close enough that I can do something, but there you go. See how that time the lead rope's not under her. If I can go super slow, I might be able to get it, but I'm gonna have to go slow and careful because she's, oh dang it, she just stepped over it. She's smart. She's super smart. Okay, I did grab the end of it, but will I be able to get it away from that front leg? I don't know. This will be tricky. Nope. She pulled it away. And she doesn't know enough restraint yet either to know that once she felt the pressure, I want her to stop eventually. She's just not there yet. But that's okay. She's coming along. She's better than she was a week ago. I've just got to get her in a more confined pen so that I can get a hold of that lead rope. But anyway, what do you think of her? She's pretty. Her and Cash both are diamonds in the rough. She just gets the name. Well, I'll work with Diamond a little more another day. But while I have Cash tied up for a minute, I'm gonna come check something else out. Now I have this whip thing, but it's an extension of my arm, and so I can reach out, I can scratch him. So I want to know how he reacts to being nervous or uncomfortable. I've had horses that as I scratch them on the belly, they try to cow kick what's there, or they lunge. He's flexing, see how he flexes, or not flexes, flinches. He flinches. But see, I want to know, when I go back here, is he going to try to kick? Because I'm okay for him to be nervous. I'm okay for him to run away. But if he's a kicker, that scares me. And so I'm really pleased here. Super pleased. See, he's letting me go all the way down his leg. He's not kicking. Now, like I say, a baby colt, if it was a baby horse, and you were doing this for the first time and they kicked a time or two, that's just instinct. But there's something about it after you've messed with them for a little bit, you can tell, is this horse, when he gets nervous or flustered, is he gonna kick? And I am super impressed. See, I'm just getting more and more aggressive with my scratches. I went over to the other leg. Come on. There you go, turn around, good boy. I didn't want to walk behind his butt, so now I'll do it on this side. Cash, you're doing good, buddy. You're gonna be a cool project for somebody. But again, I don't know, I'd have to find a good home for either Diamond or him before I let either one of them go. And then I think I'll keep the other one around till spring. But anyway, I think I'd rather keep him around as a long-term project. I'm just thinking as I talk to you guys, as I'm messing with him, because I'll have him castrated, and then as a gelding, I can put him with whatever horses I want. I'll be picky right now what I put him with, just because he could breed a mare, and he's not registered, and he's not breeding quality, and there's nothing I want bred anyway. But he would be a good one for me to have around. So if anyone wants the little bit harder project, and I shouldn't say harder, she's just not as far along yet, but anyway, now he is a stallion, but he's young enough that his testicles have not dropped. But still, that doesn't mean they can't breed something. So I'm gonna be cautious where I put him until he's castrated. I'll put him with mares that I know that are already pregnant, or I'll just be real careful with them. Guys, I'm super pleased. He's not a kicker. I mean, I'm testing him. I'm going in front of his legs, behind his legs. I'm even going underneath to the opposite leg that oh, now that scared him a little bit. Oh, but again, he didn't kick. He lifted his leg, but he didn't kick. I've had some that they want to kick your head off, and I do not keep those kind around. It's just not worth it. I try to get them to a good home as quickly as possible, and I disclose to them what they are, but it's not worth the risk for me to keep one like that around. But Cash, I am pleased with you, buddy. You were awesome. One other thing I'm gonna do before I take the trailer over to the school is I have this old tarp, and tarp seem to scare horses just because of the sound and stuff. See, that's scaring Cash. Oh, it's okay, Cash, you're good. But I'm not gonna mess with the tarp too much. Let me show you. I don't want him to have a bad taste in his mouth. I just want, this is an old tarp that I use for training horses. And I'm just gonna lay it right here. Sorry. Just gonna lay it right here in the middle of his little corral. And so he's gonna learn that it's not the bad guy. So he'll be learning stuff even while I'm not around. That's what I like. I don't have a lot of time, so if I can have him learning lessons when I'm not around to teach the lessons, that's awesome. So guys, let me know what you think of Cash and Diamond. And if anyone wants to help me give Diamond a good home, I think I would have rather just got one rescue at a time. I'm trying to trim down and not do so much with Blake gone. And so there you have it. She's sure cute. Well guys, clean as it's been in a long time. I guess I should clean it out all the time. It's just hard to have the time to do it, but when they asked to use your trailer for the Halloween program, I pulled out the mats, I swept it, and I'll just leave the mats out tonight. I can spray them off before I put them back in. There you have it. Well, I decided I'm not gonna let her decide that we're not gonna get caught. I want to be in charge here. So I just scared her into my pen with the, that's what I did, is I fed the other horse, just threw a flake of hay up there to keep them out of the way, and then I put her in here, and now I'm gonna try to put her over here in my chute, and then, oops, she got out, but I want this a little more narrow anyway. So you can tell she's super skittish, but that's just how I got the halter on her in the first place. So I just gotta put her in that spot. She doesn't know it's open yet, but she will. There she goes. Oops. Once they see that opening normally, they think they're free, but they're not. There we go. So I'm gonna desensitize her in a more enclosed situation, and then I'll put a rope that's longer so I'll be able to catch her from now on until she calms down. So she's super nervous at this point, but that's okay. They all start out nervous, especially when they've been out in the wild. At least at this point, and I don't want to jinx myself, she's not biting me or anything, because there's some that are nasty mean. All right, so now I've got her head, and I'm gonna tie her close, and then I'm just gonna love all over her. Okay. Oh girl, there you go. See, I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. Now as I go down her body, she's gonna freak out at first, but it's okay. Oh. And there will be some people that don't like my strategy, but I found a strategy that works for us. So this is so exciting. I got a phone call and I took it, and the whole time I was just talking on the phone, and I saw Diamond just start relaxing as I'm here close. Now she's still skittish, but just being close to her as I was on the phone call, she started to respond and started to relax. And anyway, super excited about this. So I may keep her in this pen right here close to my chute for a few days, so she's easy to get in here and contain her, so I can love on her, and then pretty soon we won't have to have this halter and lead rope, hopefully. So anyway, I just couldn't let her get away and think that that was going to be how we did things around here. So I'm a little stubborn, but sometimes I think when you're training horses, you got to be more stubborn than them, or else they win. So anyway, hope you enjoyed all this. See you guys. So guys, see our trailer. This is the Joe City County inmate jail. Anyway, I guess that's where they can take their picture. How fun. Well, you guys got to put some more people in jail.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Are you guys all on one load?
We're on 2 trailers.
How fun. That's awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You guys have fun. Trick or treat. There you go. Who are you?
Catherine.
Hey, that's awesome.
Thank you. Where's your rat?
There you go. You're welcome, you guys. What do you say? Trick or treat.